Hello and welcome to the SM Astro Channel. Sun is going to transit into the Aquarius sign on 13th of February and will remain here till 13th of March. During this transit, Sun will be conjunct with Saturn for the entire period. Mercury will join this conjunction on 20th of February and Venus on 7th of March. Sun will be aspecting its own sign, Leo. The conjunction of Sun and Saturn can be good for government job for most ascendants. For osteoporosis patients, this transit can cause some troubles. Sun is going to combust Saturn during this transit. Saturn is the dispositor of the Sun. Now, this Sun is going to causing trouble to its dispositor, hence the result will not be as good as it could have been, especially for matters related to the house Sun is transiting into as per your ascendant or sign. During this transit, Sun will be in Dhanishta Nakshatra ruled by Mars till 19th of February. It is going to be good for those who are in the financial field. It can be a little bad for marriage. It is good for musicians. Then Sun will move into Satabhisha Nakshatra ruled by Rahu and will remain here from 20th of February to 3rd of March. It is good for those in medical field. It is good for any kind of healing. It is going to provide you with rational and logical thinking and interest in philosophy of life. Sun will then move into the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra ruled by Jupiter from 4th of March. Either this energy is going to make you very spiritual or it is going to make you double-faced. It does make you sincere towards your work. Sun in this constellation makes you secretive and hence is very good for spies and detectives. On the negative side, it can make you a sexual pervert or immoral. It gives very mixed results in this transit. Let us now begin our analysis for each ascendant and sign. As usual, we shall begin with the Aries ascendant. For Aries ascendant and sign, for my Aries friends, your 5th house lord is transiting into the 11th house. This transit means you can earn wealth from your intellect, your skills, talents, your IQ, your college level education, and you can also earn from constructed properties. It is good for government job or any government related work, government tenders and contracts. Your friend circle, social network, your desires, your income can be in limelight during this transit. When Sun is in Dhanishta Nakshatra till 19th of February, musicians, dancers, singers can gain a lot. This transit is also good for children. This transit can also create marriage possibility for your children. Couples planning a baby can expect good news soon. Saturn was earlier delaying and causing problems, but now this Sun is supporting childbirth. This transit is also good for college students. If you put in your sincere efforts, if you have exams scheduled during this transit and you have put in your sincere efforts, you can expect good results during this transit. Father's advice can be beneficial for all of you. Those in ancestral business can also gain from this transit. Orthopedic doctors can also benefit. This transit can bring about benefits from speculation activities or investments in the stock market as well. However, do be careful as there are always risks associated with this kind of activities. This is also a good time to be in a love relationship. There is a high possibility of falling in love with someone. It is an excellent time to propose someone you like. Even Venus, your 7th house lord, is in conjunction with your ascendant lord Mars and supporting this. For most of you, this time can bring an opportunity to convert love relationship into a marriage. Politicians and government officials can also look to gain during this transit. With Saturn here in Aquarius and Sun joining this, you can look to publicize yourself in public and social circle. This is the time when you can gain popularity in public. This is also a good time for bosses, CEOs, people sitting at the top of management in companies, for leaders as well, or for anyone who wants to be the leader of any organization. Film directors, whether you're directing short or long films, you can also gain during this transit. Another important point is that the 5th house is your past life karma and Saturn is the planet of karma itself. Now both the 5th house lord and Saturn is conjunct in the house which represents gains and desires. So understand that for any significant gains to happen during this transit or any significant desire to be fulfilled, your past life and present life karma both have to support the cause. Make use of this transit to shine and rise in your career and love relationships. For my Taurus ascendant and Taurus sign friends, your 4th house lord is transiting into the 10th house. Sun here gets directional strength and becomes very strong. The lord of happiness and home comforts is getting directional strength. Up till now, Saturn might have caused delays in your plans related to home or vehicles, may have also caused troubles in the home, but now the Sun is going to provide you the strength, the right direction for completion of those plans. There can be benefits from investments in land and properties as well. Mother's health can also see an improvement. For those who are in construction, real estate sector can also benefit from this transit. See, Saturn is the natural significator of construction and Sun having directional strength is completely supporting this. And the Sun is also the 4th house lord of your chart. Yes, Sun is combusting Saturn, but then its directional strength is making up for the weakness of Saturn. So you can definitely gain from any kind of construction activities. Your bosses and superiors are likely to be very stubborn and arrogant during this period. They are likely to be adamant and may also demand extra hard work from you. They are likely to be very rigid and stubborn and egoistic in behavior as well. It's better to follow their instructions and avoid any argument with them or question their decisions or authority. It also means that avoid challenging the government and local authorities, otherwise it can create some troubles or problems for you. The conjunction of Sun and Saturn is good for those who are wanting government job, those who are already in government job, and for people dealing with the government. Any application for government tenders and contracts can also be approved during this transit. This transit is also very favorable for politicians who want to gather public support. Both 4th house and Saturn represent public support. The combination of 4th house lord with Saturn, especially in the 10th house, which also represents good public support. So not only for politicians, if you are a boss, if you are a senior person, or if you want to become the leader of any organization, then you should use this transit to gather public support. There will be some ups and downs in your career, and there can be moments of frustration as well, as Sun for you is your 4th lord of happiness and Saturn is the natural significator of sadness and troubles. Saturn is a Yog Karak planet for you and is forming Shasha Panch Mahapurush Raj Yog, but it is getting into combustion and hence the results will be mixed. There will be ups and downs in career. On some days you will feel very happy and elated. On other days there will be some frustrations. Your domestic matters may also take priority over your career and may cause some hindrance in career. Architects, civil engineers, people in oil industry, orthopedic doctors can also benefit from this transit. Anything to do with heritage buildings or old buildings can also bring about some kind of benefit. Directors of short or long films or web series can also benefit from this transit. For some of you, a new vehicle or new property is also on the cards. Keep your office and career related tensions in the office itself. This is how you handle the energy of this transit. There can be frustrations in the office. Now just keep that mood, keep those frustrations to the office and to your career itself. Don't bring them home. Otherwise you will be spoiling the environment of your home and spoiling your own mood as well. For my Gemini ascendants, Gemini natives, for my Gemini friends, your 3rd house lord is transiting into the 9th house. The 3rd house is the house of efforts and courage, your skills, talents, hobbies, and it is moving into the house of fortune, luck and higher knowledge. The 9th house is also the most auspicious house in a birth chart. Sun is also having direct aspect, direct influence on the 3rd house during this transit. Now, for anyone wanting to build a brand or initiate a startup venture, start something new, start something on their own, this is the right time to do it. If you want to highlight your brand or your product, you want to advertise your product, then do so during this time. During this time, However, there may be some tussle with your mentors, your guides, and even your father. There can be ego issues with them, and your thought process may not be in sync with them during this transit. Understand that this is only temporary and do not overreact. Do not be disrespectful. Do not spoil your relations for a very temporary short period. There can be troubles during any kind of journey as well. So avoid any sort of speedy driving, especially as Venus is currently into your 8th house. So if you are making any long travels or any short trips, be very careful, especially while driving. Besides this, the positivity lies for people in the media sector, people in any business or profession involving communication. This is also a good transit for writers, book publishers, for pursuing any activity that requires a lot of courage. If you are a firefighter, you are in an army or police, this is a good time for you. If you are a social media creator or you have any online business or online work, then this is a good transit for you. Artists like singers, especially singers, can also benefit from this transit. Sun will be in Uttarashada constellation till 19th of February, and it is good for artists. And then Mercury will also join this Sun and Saturn on 20th of February and again provide auspicious results. Your father's health can also see an improvement during this time. If he has been facing any short-term illness or bone-related issues, then this can get resolved during this transit. If your father is active professionally, then he can also see some improvement in his career. This transit is also good for your younger siblings. The last week of this transit can be very good for parents and couples planning a baby. Overall, this is a good transit. Just avoid arguments with your elders and advisors. For Cancer natives, for my Cancer friends, your second house lord is transiting into the 8th house. Primarily, the energy of this transit requires you to keep your financial matters a secret. Keep your family affairs a secret. The more you speak or disclose your financial well-being or financial troubles, the energy of Sun will cause troubles to you. Avoid speaking about the issues that you may be having with your extended family members with the outside world. Do not discuss your internal matters with the outside world. For some of you, this energy of Sun will bring about gains from old investments, from ancestral properties and insurance as well, especially up to 19th of February. From 20th of February, Mercury will join this conjunction and play the role of a spoilsport. Even then, the lesser you speak about your finances and family, the better it will be for you. If you have any issues with your extended family members, then go ahead and talk to them about it, to them and not to the outside world. There can be sudden gains for some of you in wealth during this transit. But again, do not go about spreading word about this sudden gains. So if you do actually gain something suddenly, do not speak about it until the end of this transit. The 8th house is the house of suddenness, transformation and secrecy. Sun is a bright light and it highlights the house it transits into. Some of your secrets are likely to get exposed and cause you sudden problems, especially as this Sun is under malefic influence due to its conjunction with Saturn. Saturn and Mercury are two most malefic planets, two most negative planets for Cancer ascendants, and both of them will be troubling this Sun, which governs your finance, family, food and speech. However, if you keep your morals, principles and ethics strong, then this Sun will attempt to provide you some sudden benefits. Sun is the natural significator of these things, and the second house is also the house of your moral values. When you uphold these significations, the planet will only provide you with its utmost positive results. Avoid any scandalous activities during this transit, or they are likely to be exposed and cause trouble to you and also harm your reputation, especially from the 4th of March when Sun moves into Uttara Bhadrapada constellation. Here, Sun can encourage you to involve in illicit affairs and other society prohibited pleasures. Be mindful that you are at great risk of disrepute being brought upon you. Avoid any unnecessary expenses as well during this transit. Researchers, people in occult science, psychics, doctors, especially orthopedics, historians, archaeologists, insurance agents, investment advisors can benefit during this transit. When Sun moves into Shatabhisha Nakshatra on 20th of February, doctors, healers, astrologers, psychologists can benefit a lot. Spies, detectives can benefit the most, especially from the 4th of March. For some of you, there can be troubles regarding bones and eyes. Immunity can be low and you may attract any short or even a long-term ailment. The planet Saturn is in conjunction with the Sun and can cause some health issues, especially when Moon also transits into this Aquarius sign. So be careful on those particular days. Also do take care of your father's health. Avoid conflicts with him, avoid conflicts with bosses and seniors, avoid challenging the government and local authority. The way to go about and handle this energy is to be ethical and morally correct. Worship Lord Sun by offering water, chant the mantra of Sun, open a fixed deposit or add some money to an existing fixed deposit. Then you can handle the energy of this transit well. Even starting a medical insurance at this time can also be beneficial for you in the long run. Sun is the natural soul planet. This soul is searching for spirituality. Therefore, meditate, think positive and embrace spirituality, and you should be able to handle the energy well. I will repeat for you, avoid talking about your finances with the outside world. For my Leo friends, Leo ascendant and Leo moon sign, your first house lord is transiting into the 7th house. We shall begin with the positive outcomes. This transit will bring about an opportunity of a marriage for most of you. If you have been looking for a prospective bride or groom, then this transit can bring some auspicious matches for you. It also opens up a window for love marriage. Now for those who are already married, there can be some troubles till 19th of February when Sun is in Dhanishta Nakshatra. After that, some logical reasoning will prevail when Sun moves into Satabhisha Nakshatra from 20th of February. There are chances of ego conflicts with spouse. Your pride may come in the way of domestic peace, especially till the 19th of February. So be careful regards to this. When Mercury joins this conjunction on 20th of February, there can be benefits from spouse, benefits from partners. However, do avoid any ego issues with your commercial partners. The 7th house is the house of outside world, and this Sun is going to bring into highlight your relations with the outside world, your relations with your spouse and business partners. It is also going to highlight your business. Your management skills can also be under limelight. Ensure that you are not projecting any negative image due to pride or laziness. Saturn here can give you the tendency towards laziness. Avoid laziness and be very active during this period. The other positive outcome of this transit is that you will see an improvement in your overall health, and any short-term diseases that you have been troubling you may soon disappear. Keep a very strong head, a positive mindset, be determined, be firm, be disciplined, be ethical and absolutely value your principles, and you should be able to handle this energy quite well. This is also a good transit for personal development. In fact, if you make any resolutions during this time, it should hold true for the rest of the year. Most of you may be making New Year resolutions, but for Leo natives, if you undertake any resolution during this period, it should hold true for the rest of the year. The energy is such that it is going to make you resolute, focused and determined. Towards the end of this transit, you may feel a little suspicious about your spouse or business partners, especially as Saturn is in conjunction. Do remember, this may all be only an illusion and mind games that the energy of Sun in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra is playing on you. There may be difference of opinion with spouse or business partners. Deal with it properly and do not try to dominate. Do not be unnecessarily suspicious of your business partners or your spouse. Use the energy of this transit for personal growth, for bonding with your spouse and increasing your daily income. For my Virgo friends, Virgo natives, Virgo ascendants and Virgo moon sign, your 12th house lord is transiting into the 6th house. The king of planet Sun has moved into the house of conflicts, struggles, enemies and diseases with the planet Saturn, which is the natural significator of diseases and troubles. We shall first talk about the positive effects of this transit. If you have been battling any court case, then you can expect some relief. Even verdict can go your way, especially if you are well and truly the right party. Saturn is the planet of judgment, and together with the King's Sun, it will ensure justice is served. So if you have been wrongly accused of something, or you have been fighting a case where the other party is the wrongdoer, then do expect things to go your way. In fact, this is also the time to raise your voice against any injustice done to you. It is the right time to file a lawsuit if you have been wronged. This is the time when Virgo natives can look to defeat their enemies. This also means that lawyers stand to gain during this time. Look to highlight and advertise yourself. You can also come out victorious in your cases during this transit, especially as long as you are on the right side. Because planet Saturn is in conjunction, planet Saturn is having an influence on this energy. Saturn is the judgmental planet. Saturn prefers and values justice. Therefore, if you are on the right side, you can come out victorious during this time. For people in financial field, if you are into banking sector, this is a good transit. Doctors can also benefit, especially between 20th of February to 3rd of March. If you are entering into any competitions, interviews, then prepare yourself well. Sun is attempting victory for you, but combust Saturn is attempting to cause troubles. So the way to handle this energy is to prepare yourself well and leave nothing to fate. Do not be overconfident. If you prepare well, you can come out victorious. This transit is good for job opportunities from foreign lands or distant lands. Ayurvedic doctors can also expect good results from this transit. This is also an excellent transit for government jobs. Now for one big negative result of this transit. Please take very good care of your father's health and your own health. Your eyes, your bones, your heart. See, I don't want to scare you by naming heart. Please understand, most results depend on your natal chart and your running dashas, the strength of these planets in your chart, and also your actual practical health. But yes, do be careful, as the transit, this energy is indicating problems regarding health. Avoid any kind of overeating, or you may face acidity and acid reflux issues, especially as Sun is transiting into an Aries sign. See, Sun rules your 12th house, which is the house of hospital, and 6th house is the house of disease. And it is in conjunction with Saturn, which is the natural significator of disease. It is also combust, and therefore you need to take extra care of your health. The way to go about and handle the energy of this transit is by donating some red fruits or red vegetables on Sundays to any poor or to any animal. Feed the poor with some fried food items on every Saturday evening. Avoid ego issues at workplace. If you are troubled by diseases during this transit, or if you have been fighting any disease, then between 20th of February and 3rd of March, when Sun is in Shatabisha Nakshatra, chant this mantra, Om Varunaya Namaha. Or feed female horses. Take care of female horses and you may recover from your diseases. Be very sincere in your work as well. This transit can bring about opportunities for foreign travel or travel to distant lands. Be careful if making any new investment. If you happen to come across a lucrative opportunity, then ensure you are taking some loan, even if for a month or two for this investment. If you add this energy of loan to this transit, then it can be beneficial for you. For my Libra friends, for Libra ascendant and Libra moon sign, your 11th house lord is transiting into the 5th house. The lord of the house of gains has moved into the house of intellect, creativity, speculation, and past life karma. This is an auspicious transit for my Libra friends in matters of income, gains, desire fulfillment, children, and a lot more things. See, Sun is in Aquarius sign, which is the sign of 11th house in a natural zodiac. And Sun is aspecting its own sign, which falls in the 11th house for you. It is also in conjunction with Saturn. Now, this simply and non-technically means that this is the best time for you to make gains, increase your income, expand your friend circle and your social network. You can also look to have a very good time with your friend circle during this time. Any long-term pending desires can get fulfilled during this transit. If your current dasha is also favorable, then this transit is going to add fuel to fire and give you immense gains. You can witness an all-round development in life. Use this transit to move ahead in life. For most of you, this energy also brings about an opportunity to connect with people in the higher status, with government officials and authorities, with influential and powerful people in the society, people who hold positions of power in the society. You can make friends with them, you can connect with them during this time. If you are a parent, this energy creates prospects of wedding bells for your children if they are of that age group. For others who have been trying to conceive, this transit can bring about an excellent news. This transit can also bring good news for singles and bachelors who have been looking for a relationship. For those of you who are already into a love relationship and want to convert this into a love marriage, then this is a favorable transit. However, ensure you do not let ego and pride spoil your relationship, especially when Sun moves into Purva Bhadrapada constellation on the 4th of March. Ensure you do not let your passions overpower rational thinking. College students can also gain from this transit. If you have exams scheduled during this time period, you can do quite well. Of course, depending on the effort you have put in. Planets alone cannot do any work for you. If you have put in that extra effort, if you have dedicated your time towards studies and you have exams scheduled during this transit, you can do quite well. When Sun is in Dhanishta Nakshatra till 19th of February, musicians and artists, especially singers, stand to gain a lot. There can be an all-round appreciation from friends and society in general. Look to showcase your talent and skills to the outside world. Ayurvedic doctors, orthopedic doctors can do very well from 20th of February to 3rd of March. If you are a movie or a web series director, you are a content creator, you make videos for YouTube, you make reels for Instagram or any kind of social media influencer you stand to gain from this energy. My suggestion to you would be depend more on your own intellect, your own skills and talents during this transit to derive the best outcome from this energy. The last week of this transit is extremely favorable for you. For my Scorpio friends, Scorpio ascendant and Scorpio moon sign, your 10th house lord is transiting into the 4th house. For you, this is the time to reap benefits in the field of career, land and properties. This is especially good for people in the real estate business. For people involved in construction business, this is also good for politicians and for anyone looking to gather public support. See, Sun rules your 10th house, which also happens to be the house of good governance and benefits from government. And this Sun is in the 4th house, the house which represents public support together with Saturn, which is the natural significator of public. Now, what this simply means is that this is an excellent time to gather public support, to shine in public, to gain position and honor in society. Hence, politicians should make the most of this, and so should anyone looking to hold positions of power and prestige in society. So if you want to become the leader of an organization, of a club, again this is a good transit for you. But this is especially good for politicians. See, Sun is also the natural significator of politicians and leaders, and hence they should make the most of it. This energy is also good for CEOs, managers, people who hold positions of power and authority in any company or organization. This is the time when you can stamp your authority among your employees or members of the organization. Of course, do so with the best of intentions and without any ego or pride. Even for politicians, when you are going out to gather public support, please leave your ego and pride at home. For people in real estate business or in the construction sector, Saturn may have delayed some of your plans and projects. This energy brings an opportunity to make up for this lost time. Use this energy to make up for the lost time. This is also good for investments in land and properties. Some of my Scorpio friends may buy an under construction flat or shop during this period. Purchase of an SUV vehicle or even a second-hand SUV vehicle is also a possibility. If you have any pending work with the government, then it may get done during this transit. This is also a good transit to apply for government jobs and for government tenders and contracts. The way to go about and handle the energy is to avoid ego and pride at home, especially with mother. Your mother is your bright shining light. Seek her blessings and grow during this transit. For my Sagittarius friends, Sagittarius ascendant and moon sign, your 9th house lord is transiting into the 3rd house. This transit connects your luck and fortune to your sincere efforts and hard work. This energy provides you with much needed courage, enthusiasm, determination to execute to execute your work and initiate new beginnings and new ventures. Primarily, this is the time when you should look to highlight your skills, talents, hobbies, brands, products, and your courage even. If you want to initiate a new startup or advertise your brand, your product, you want to advertise your skills and talents, then do so during this transit. It is the very good time to showcase your brand, market your product, and build a brand for yourself. Sun is the bright light and is transiting over your third house and will bring into focus your skills and talents. The natural significator of public support, Saturn, is also with this Sun. Even though in combustion state, still it has the strength as Aquarius is its own house. Therefore, make most use of this transit to showcase your skills and talents and gather some public support, gather public appreciation. This transit can take you to distant lands. There can be lots of travels which will be beneficial for you. Any religious or spiritual tour is also possible. Your father's guidance or guidance from the bosses and seniors should also benefit you. Your father's health will also see an improvement during this time. This transit is especially good for writers and book publishers. If you are a writer or you are someone new who wants to take up writing, be it scripts or fictional, non-fictional books, even articles, whatever, then utilize this energy, gather the courage to write your first page and you will see the energy supporting you. If you especially want to write something about history or politics, then this is the right transit for you. Musicians, especially artists, especially singers can gain a lot, especially up to 19th of February. Luck will also be by your side during this period. When Mercury joins this conjunction on 20th of February and Venus on 7th of March, this can again be a very favorable transit for you all. Focus some of your energy on spirituality and you will be able to handle this energy quite well. Gains through communication can also be there. Gains through emails can also be there. You can receive some good news via email as well. This is also a good transit for your younger siblings. Now for my Capricorn friends, for Capricorn ascendants, natives and moon sign, your 8th house lord is transiting into the 2nd house. The energy of the 8th house has moved into the 2nd house. There is going to be sudden events in wealth and family matters. There can be gains from ancestral property, old investments, insurance and research related activities. Doctors, especially orthopedics, astrologers, Ayurvedic doctors, psychologists, healers, psychics can look to generate wealth during this transit, especially between 20th of February to 3rd of March. People in ancestral business can also benefit from this transit. There may, however, be differences of opinion with your father and other people involved in this ancestral business. For some of you, there can be arguments and fights with the extended family members. It is important to avoid ego and pride while talking to them or to anyone in general. Self-respect and ego are two different things. Do not compromise on self-respect, but absolutely avoid ego. Any fights or serious arguments can lead to legal issues. During this transit, you would enjoy royal food, eating out at luxury restaurants. You would also like to consume hot food. Ensure you are eating in moderation or there would be acid reflexes or acidity or gas related issues, especially as the sun is in an Aries sign. During the first week of this transit, there can be some arguments among couples and then rational and logical thinking will prevail. So be careful for the first week of this transit with regards to your personal relationship. This transit can also benefit those who are looking to sell any constructed property, which means property which is completely constructed, ready to move in flats or shops. So if you have any pending flats or shops which have not gotten sold even despite your project being completed, then look to sell them during this period. The way to handle this energy is to be secretive about your finances and embrace spirituality. The more ethical and moral you become, the better it is for your finances and family and overall satisfaction. Sun is a natural soul planet. It is a natural Atmakarak planet and it is aspecting the 8th house, which has the sign Leo in your case. There would be an inclination towards spirituality, meditation, and this is how you bring about peace of mind for yourself. People in the research field, people dealing in underground products or in mining business, dealings in coal, oil, petroleum products can generate wealth during this transit. People in financial field, insurance agents, investment advisors, So look to be very active in the first week of this transit and look to acquire new clients for yourself. A very important thing to keep in mind during this transit is that you think twice before speaking. Your words have the capacity to create scandals or initiate negative gossips about you. So be careful, as this energy can otherwise cause some disrepute. For my Aquarius friends, Aquarius ascendant and moon sign, your 7th house lord is transiting into the 1st house. For my Aquarius friends, your ascendant lord Saturn is meeting your 7th house lord Sun. Primarily, this creates a possibility of marriage for those who are single and looking for a prospective bride or groom. This also creates possibility of love marriage or getting into a relationship. However, this also means that there is going to be dominance of partner or spouse. The spouse can be dominating during this energy. Your business partners may also try to dominate you, and at the same time, you would also want to dominate your spouse or business partners, and hence a conflict situation will arise. Your spouse may also have very high expectations from you during this transit. The good news is that post the first week of this transit, better sense and logic will prevail and you will be able to work out your issues and get along quite well. Another positive benefit of this transit is that this energy will help you overcome and recover from any short-term diseases and ailments. Your immunity will improve and so will your confidence, personality and energy. With Saturn in 1st house and Sun joining this Saturn, one thing is clear, that you have to be very disciplined and show up for work on time. Punctuality, strict daily routine, a disciplined and organized life is the way to handle this energy and reap positive rewards from this transit. Post the first week of this transit, you should look to benefit from teamwork, from partnership business and self-employment opportunities. Sincere efforts will be rewarded and any form of laziness will be met by failures. Sun is a bright light and its movement into your 1st house can put you under limelight. The important thing to keep in mind is that Saturn is in conjunction and can cause some disrepute. Also, when this Sun moves into Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 4th of March, it can further amplify the possibility of disrepute. The way to handle this energy is to be ethically and morally correct. Do not try to pry into the lives of other people. Focus on your own personal growth and development, avoid laziness and be sincere and dedicated towards your work. Keep a control on your anger and avoid any fights and arguments. Seek advice of your father, bosses and seniors. For my Pisces friends, for Pisces natives, ascendant and moon sign, your 6th house lord is transiting into the 12th house. Sun, this is the Maran Karak Sthan of Sun and Sun becomes quite weak over here. Sun is not at all happy in this house. Primarily, however, this transit can bring you victory in matters of court cases and litigations, especially if you are in the right side of the karma. The planet of karma and judgment, Saturn is in conjunction with the Sun and this promises justice and right deeds. So you can definitely expect victory or some reliefs or things going in your favor in legal matters during this transit. This transit therefore is also good for lawyers and advocates. However, the same thing goes for you. If you are on the right side of karma, things can easily go your way. You can come out victorious. You can gain good name and fame during this transit. For doctors, especially orthopedics, Ayurvedic doctors, this is a good transit, especially from 20th of February to 3rd of March. Your patients can recover well by your advice and treatment. For Ayurvedic doctors, if you want to spread your knowledge or name to foreign or distant lands, this is a good opportunity for you. Now for the negative side, the health of Pisces natives, for my Pisces friends, can be a concern as immunity will be down. The ability to fight diseases will be less. See, Sun rules your 6th house, it is the house of diseases, and it is transiting into the 12th house, the house of hospitals. And it is in conjunction with Saturn, which is the natural significator of diseases. So health can be definitely a matter of concern for you. The way to handle this energy is to donate some red fruits or vegetables on Sundays to any poor or to any animal. Feed the poor with some fried food items on every Saturday evening. worshipping Lord Sun is also going to be very beneficial for you. Chanting the mantra of Sun, Om Grini Suryaya Nama, every day 108 times will also benefit you. This transit can also bring about good employment opportunities. You can expect job opportunities from foreign or distant lands, or any work related to foreign will benefit you. Be disciplined in work and show up for work on time, and you can handle this energy quite well. Avoid any conflicts with co-workers. People in the import and export sector can also benefit during this transit. People in the financial field can benefit, especially up to 19th of February. Any loan applications may also get approved during this period. After that, however, avoid taking or giving loans after the 19th of February. Sun will be entering the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra on 4th of March and will demand sincere hard work from you. If you are not focused on your career or your education or whatever karma that you are assigned to, depending on your age, situation, etc., there can be some disrepute scenario for you. Now, I am not going to sugarcoat this for you, but any immoral activity, be it related to profession or personal life, can expose your secrets during that time period from 4th of March to 13th of March. So it is extremely important that you value your ethics, principles and moral stuffs. Be sincere in your hard work, be sincere in your career, and you can handle this energy quite well. I hope you guys liked the video. Please do like, share and comment. Do share it with your friends, family, colleagues, and do support the channel by subscribing. Thank you for watching.